with Goody with Goody Goods from Instagram, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I am going to be posting videos of all the crafts that I'm doing, my sewing, my quilting. I just got into amigurumi, so some of my crochet projects, and a lot of fun unboxing videos. I'm excited to show you guys all the fabric and notions and fun things that I pick up along the way. Hopefully in the future we can get to doing some live videos and do some sew-alongs. I have a bunch of fun foundation paper piecing patterns that I would love to do with you guys and teach you guys some tips and tricks on how to do this technique, introduce you guys to some fun designers and different patterns because I love to collect them. So I thought it'd be really fun to maybe start a community where we do them together. So here are some of the fabric bundles that I got from this month. I like to order my fabric from Steel City Quilt Co. My friend runs the shop. She has an Instagram and website, and she just started long arm. Her curated bundles are absolutely beautiful. I love ordering fabric from her, especially her curated bundles, because she is so good at putting fabrics together. So I have a few curated bundles that I want to share with you guys. A Moda bag that she sent over to me, and some fun other things that I've collected throughout the month of February. So let's go through all these fun bundles. So I really enjoy foundation paper piecing, and I find that I tend to buy the same sorts of fabrics over and over, the same colors. So I don't have a lot of yellows, oranges, and browns in my stash already. So that means I also don't have it in my scraps, because I do tend to pull from my scraps exclusively for foundation paper piecing. Very rarely will I pick out a new piece of fabric and cut into it unless I know I'm going to be using most of that. If I'm pulling from a new piece of fabric, it's going to be a fat quarter or a fat eighth. I'm not going to get out yardage and start cutting for paper piecing because I want to use what I already have or things that are just sitting around. So this is the bundle that I got. I'll go with like fabric by fabric. She is so good at this. So if you're looking for a good curated bundle, go check out her website, give her some love. So this is a nice brown with some kind of like pebbly circle detailing. A nice grainy brown. These are just going to make really good details in my paper piecing, I think, because I don't really have a lot of browns. Scratch that. I don't have any browns. And let me take these apart. She puts really good quality fabrics in these. These are not just like things that she's pulling from her pile of crappy fabrics. These are really nice. She adds like Allison Glass in there. I mean, look at these colors. They're beautiful. So these would make some really fun, I love that one, some fun springy patterns. Even some patterns with some like nature in the background, like a butterfly or something. These would be really beautiful. The browns would be perfect for like some rabbits. So whenever I buy fabric for foundation paper piecing, I'm trying to think of like all the little pieces. So like if there's grass, if there's the sun, if there's like a colorful animal in there, I like to have what I need. I also don't buy a lot of black, white, grays. So this is a black, white, and gray back quarter bundle that she put together, and we'll just go back quarter by back quarter. So this one's really fun. A nice stripy one. The blacks are kind of hard to show on here. But I love how there's not like any solid black in here. I like that there's a little bit of texture on every single piece so that if I do need a dark color in my paper piecing, it's going to pop just a little bit more instead of just using a solid. That one's beautiful. I love that one. But even if you want a curated bundle for like a quilt, I mean, these would be perfect. These would be beautiful together with a nice pattern that would showcase each print. These two are kind of similar. This one's more of like a blue with a silver detailing. I love this. That is so beautiful. A nice star fabric. Another geometric print. I love this one. That is adorable. And that one. So that was the black, white, and gray bundle. So this was bundle number 2 that I got from her. And because she is the saint that she is, she sent me a fat quarter bundle just for fun. And I actually was eyeing this one for quite some time. So I'm really excited. When I opened this up, I was like, ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get into this one. It's gorgeous. I was actually with my sister-in-law when I opened this, and she was like, does she have another one on her site? I love that. And I'm like, no, she sent it to me. But this is beautiful. It's a nice low volume with some gold speckle, like metallic fat. It's so pretty. And then another stripe one, and it's got some of that like flakes, like gold metallic flakes on there as well. These greens are just beautiful. So I'm really happy to add these to my collection. I'm pretty sure this is Allison Glass. So she sends beautiful fabrics in her curated bundles. So those are the fat quarter bundles that I got from her. I think from her website I have purchased more of her curated bundles than I have of any other like designer. I think I've gotten Nocturnal, the whole bundle from her. But other than that, I've just been buying her curated bundles because they are beautiful and she nails it every time. She also sent me this little Moda scrap bag. She had ordered these for her shop and I was like, oh my gosh, she sent me a sneak peek and I was like, I love the ones with the hearts on it. Those are adorable. And being the saint she is, she came to pick up 2 quilts from me to long arm, and she dropped this off in my lap and said, here you go, I brought this for you. So I thought that was really sweet of her. So this is the scrap bag. She has these in her shop for $12.50, so great steal. And I believe she just made an order for Ruby Star Society scrap bags. So look at how cute those hearts are. It's Moda. I can't think of what line it is. It might be, I might be completely wrong. I think it's Sincerely Yours, maybe not. But look at that. That's beautiful. It's got XOXO. We've got some more hearts. Let's see if there's some more hearts. Another XOXO fabric, but in the white colorway. So I love these. I think I'm gonna turn it into a jelly roll race quilt, and maybe I'll take a few strips out so I can make some quilted postcards, because I really do love hearts. In my sewing room, if you can see, I have quite the collection of hearts. I made that wall hanging not too long ago, and then I have a few other ones hanging there. They just make me happy and I like having them in my sewing area. So this is so cute and I love it. So I also want to share with you guys what I've been working on. I have a little bit of traditional piecing going on, a little bit of paper piecing, and even some crochet that I just started. So here's the first thing that I've been working on. The deadline to ship these out is on March 12th, so I'm almost to the point where I need to be sending these out to my swap buddies. I'm in 2 swap groups, and I have people in that swap group from all over the world, so it's been really cool to connect with some other quilters and foundation paper piecing enthusiasts. So these are the girls that I made. I made 3 just like her, and then I think I'm going to keep these 2. So I made this girl. She's got a different background and a different dress, and then this girl. I think I might keep these 2 for myself because I just wasn't too happy with the contrast of like the skin tone versus the background. And this one, I think the crown is a little off a little bit. So I have 3 more to make, and I just finished sewing 1 together today, so 2 more after that. And I will be able to send those out to all my swap buddies. I tested these blocks for Cranky Kangaroo, and they turned out beautifully. I used the fabric from a past Sew Sampler box. I believe it was September 2021. And they're just a bunch of little half square triangles with some detailing on the petal. It's supposed to be a flower, but the fabric that I used kind of hides that design. But I was just so excited to use this fabric, so I didn't care. So I think eventually I'm gonna make this into a table runner or a table like centerpiece for the summer. I love the American flags. I am a sucker for patriotic fabric, so I was really happy to make these for Cranky Kangaroo. She recently just started a YouTube, and if you are wanting to learn and get amazing tutorials for foundation paper piecing, bag making, she does it all. So go check out her YouTube. I have recently picked up crochet, so I wanted something to do when I couldn't be by my sewing machine. So I started YouTubing a ton, and I found Hooked by Robin, and I really love how she teaches. It was really easy to grasp and get a hang of. So I went from not being able to crochet at all to this guy in like a week. So I love him. His name's Bob. My husband was like, you should name him Bob Marley because of the like him and the Whalers. So his name's Bob, and he's gonna hang out in my sewing room for now. This is Bumblebee, and this was the first one that I made. So you can tell my tension's a little off and there's kind of holy, but my 2-year-old daughter does not care, and she snatched them up right away and then of course left them on the floor. So I picked them up again, put them in my sewing area. I have another one floating around the house, but currently I am working on a turtle for my husband. So I will be glad to share my progress on that with you guys later, and hopefully it turns out well. So those are all the projects that I've been working on. I have one more project. Let's see if I can move my camera. I recently also just made this wall hanging. The pattern is from Dazzling Quilts, and it is part of a sew-along called Show Me Your Heart Sew-along. So I participated in that, and you had to sign up and you got the free pattern, and then you had to make some posts of your progress to be entered for the giveaway. And I love it. It turned out amazing. And now I think I'm hooked on doing jewel like quilt blocks because it just turned out great. It's so dynamic and fun, and it was actually pretty quick to put together. So those are all my projects that I've been working on and that I've done recently. Those are the fabrics that I've purchased recently, and I'm just excited to continue to share this with you all. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope you guys subscribe and follow along on this YouTube journey.